Welcome to Brawlhalla.
Alright, I'm going to try to keep this short and simple. This video will show you the basics of learning basically anything in Brawlhalla, but will be including scythe mainly. Now, the first step is to actually no. I'm going to try and keep this short. This is showing you the fundamentals of Brawlhalla, how to learn basically any weapon, but this will mainly be covering scythe. I just want to say I am not the greatest player. I have only made it to plat 1s and 2s, so I'm not the best. But I can still give you some tips, because I know a thing or two about this game. First, just pick any legend that you want. You can go into training and figure out what weapon set you like, and then just find like a character that fits you. I'm just gonna play Volkov for this video. So once we get into game here, I'll show you some basic stuff. Alright. Now you can follow what I'm doing if you want to try out a combo. Like when I did that, whenever I hit him away, he comes back and his health resets. So I could do something like that and his health resets. First thing that I'm going to tell you about is your different types of moves. I will not be showing every single move because that would make this take too long, but you have down light, side light, and neutral light. Neutral light is up or not holding anything while you press your attack button on the ground, your light attack. And side light is just side while you're on the ground, and then down light is down your light attack on the ground. And then if you ever hear me say something about light, it will be your light attack and on the ground. Next is aerials. We have nair, Sair, and Dare is the same as the light attacks on the ground, but this time just in the air. And then you have ground pound, and then recovery. Now the thing about recovery, you have three recoveries, and you have jumps. You have a total of 4 options to get back to the map: 2 jumps and a recovery and a dodge that comes back every 3 seconds, or once you touch the ground or the ground. So, when you're getting back to map, don't just spam recovery, because spamming recovery takes up a jump. Also, as you see here, as I'm jumping a lot and using my dodge, you'll see my character sweating. That one means I have exhausted every single recovery option. Also, when you're coming back to map, that was bad, but if you do something like that, that counts as a touch on the map. Okay, so you have your dodge. You can dash like I'm doing here, or you could dodge. If you dodge without moving, it's called spot dodge. It lasts for longer. You have a directional dodge in every single direction while you're in the air. You can not dodge while you're on the side. You can dodge once you come off the side though. Alright, and then you have active input, so whenever you hit an enemy, you see those rings around me. That is me dodging after I hit someone. So, hold on. I did something one day where I had 2 chase dodges, but you can only do 1. And then next for moves, let me get scythe real quick. There's things called active inputs, so I can do delight, which could either send them back, or if I hold forward, send them forward. It's a directional input. It's a move that can do 2 things at once. And so the next thing I'm going to be talking about is 0 to death. So you see how their health is white in the top right. If I practice at all, I would show you a 0 to death, but I make some videos showing 0 to death combos sometimes. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend 0 to deaths when you're starting. That's something that will come much later. Next thing I'm going to talk about is just scythe in general. So scythe has a couple active input moves. You have delight, you have nair, as you can see both of them there, and then you also have dare, which you can throw them back or you could throw them forward. And then some scythe legends, or legends in general, have an active input sig. And so, I'm gonna show you like a basic scythe combo. Like that's just something like you could. Alright, so you see now that was a 0 to death. So I took him from all the way white to all the way dead. Well, most of the time that will kill yourself. That's how scythe players kill themselves a lot. But here's a little combo that's pretty nice if you put on stun, and if I do this fast enough, you can see how there's little frames to dodge. Now you can perform this by doing Enlight, Nair, or just hit them with Nair in general, and then jump and Sair. So if I turn this back a little bit, I hit them with Nair, and then you see that little jump cloud right there? that's when I jump, and then I do Sair right afterwards, and then I fall and do Nair as I'm holding towards my opponent, and you can pull that off easily. Or you could like throw them back and maybe read them as they go up. Also, read is reading their dodge or wherever they're going to go. It's pretty easy and self-explanatory. I forgot to tell you. Sidelight. If you hold, not hold up. If you just let go, it hits them up like that. It has no force behind it, which means you can't kill, but if you just hold like forward or something, it just throws them forward. If you do like that, I should do this differently, but anyways, we're gonna roll with it. But if you active input it like that, and like hit them up, you can hit them with Dare, which could be a combo starter, or you could hit them with Nair, or you could maybe hit them with the Sig. It don't really matter what you do, or you could do Sair. I mean, that works. There's just many things that you can do, and don't worry about learning a combo from some like YouTube video. As you get better, you'll learn them on your own, which will make things easier for you, I guess. So like just if I put him to dodge reaction, just neutral, so he just spot dodges, like I could read that, but that doesn't mean that he's gonna spot dodge. Well, that doesn't mean my opponent's gonna spot dodge like that every time. This is just a bot. If you want to try your dodge reads, you can put it to random, and it'll do a random dodge. There's down to the right, there's just a right, there's a down. So this will really help you with your reads, but I don't necessarily recommend it since this is not a real player. You'll get pretty used to the bot, but this is definitely a way you can practice your combos or your strings or something like that. Just a little quick tip. You're not gonna be the greatest at first. Like, I've been playing for about 2 years. I'm a decently average player. But don't ever think you're gonna be the best at something. Because actually no, I'm sorry, that was a little harsh. Don't go into this expecting to do phenomenal, like get this like your first time ever, because even Sandstorm, I know he quit, I'm still sad about that, but even Sandstorm, even he failed on his combos a couple times. And all of these that I'm doing, they're pretty basic. If you want to slow down the video, you can do that. But just the fundamentals about the game is just like learning, like just playing. I recommend getting the Jack of all trades trophy, which is get 50 legends level 5 or more. That will get you to learn a lot of players, and you see where a lot of people like what they do. So like if you're facing off against like a 6-spammer, you know what they'll do, and you can read that and maybe punish their sig, and that's pretty easy to do because they do it all the game. I mean the whole game. It's easy to learn. But if you're going for just like getting good with one scythe legend, I don't recommend that. I recommend learning every well, playing and experimenting around with other scythe legends or just other legends in general. I don't recommend 6 spamming at all. this is going to be a little harsh, but it doesn't make you better at the game at all pressing one button over and over and over again. The only reason why some people get so high is because of their movement to be able to beat other players and just playing a lot, knowing what they're going to do when they have a certain weapon, or what most people do. Most people, well, where you are probably is in gold or silver, and there are gonna be a lot of 6 spammers there, so you're gonna want to punish them. Whenever you get the chance, and punishing is just when they attack and they whiff, which means they miss, you hit them. So it's pretty easy to learn when you just play the game a whole lot, so you know what they're going to do. It's gonna be basically about it, just once again learning a lot of characters, and just playing Scythe in general. You can't really learn a weapon like Scythe, because Scythe is a heavily read and streamy combo weapon. This isn't something that you learn. You don't learn how to read people by someone else. You could ask for someone like, where do they dodge a lot, like if they're spectating you or playing with you. That's something that you could do, but Scythe isn't really something that you get taught. You could get taught like a combo or something, but that isn't going to help you all the time, because if you start doing the same combo, they can read that and start dodging out your combo if you get decently high enough where they start to learn how to do that. But if you just keep practicing the combo over and over and over and over again, I know that seems like a lot, but it's just what you do when you play for a long time. It just comes into mind. Like right now, I'm not even thinking about what I'm doing. I'm just doing it because I've just played Scythe and this game just for that long. It's just become a habit at this point. And sometimes I mess up or do something stupid and kill myself, but that's okay, because in training you come back, and you come back in a regular game too. It's just that you only come back a certain amount of times. I guess I'll play a game real quick. I'm probably not gonna do all that well. I'm not gonna really be thinking all that much, but who knows. But I really like Volkov. You can pick Volkov if you want. Sorry about that.
Hey, come get your food.
Hold on. So this guy's running quite a bit. I face off against a lot of people that do that. He's probably trying to go for X. Yep. Almost got him. Okay. Hold on. So X is pretty hard to deal with. Yeah, I saw in recovery. Yep. He's probably gonna come up for something. See, I was able to read that he was gonna do that. I'm kind of messing up here. Also, those little exclamation points, you start to run out of jumps when you have 3, and then you only have 1. So they have to get back to the map, and you also don't have a dodge at that point. So try to avoid going off map for too long. I'm just kind of looking for something. Almost tried to punish that. I missed. I got him there. It was a little delayed, but we got it. So this guy's playing a little bit more passive. A bit trickier is probably gonna try and recover. But most players in your elo range will start to do the same thing as a pattern starts to show. And then most of the time, if you read someone one time and you try it again right afterwards, it'll probably work again. Maybe, I don't know where you are. A lot of people are in different areas. So he's probably just gonna wait for me since he knows he has the advantage, which is smart on his part, but makes it really annoying playing against him. Yeah, I'm playing kinda stupid. I'm gonna punish him. Once again, this is my first game on directly after school. Haven't had that much practice, but as you can see here, I knew he was gonna ground pound, so I threw that axe to try and hit him or kill him, as he got shown there. Yeah. Also, you want to be counting your jumps constantly, even though you have a little marker that only shows up when you have no jumps or any other recovery options. I didn't do that great, but it don't matter. It don't matter. All that matters is that you learn that just learn the game. Like if you go to my legend levels, my lowest legend level is 6, and then 8, and then 13, and then it keeps going up and up and up. And you see how I have a lot of scythe legends, really high levels, because I played scythe a lot. Scythe is a weapon I really like to play. And a lot of people like playing scythe too. So just learn the fundamentals of the game. Find out what people in your elo do, and then try to punish them if they sig. And that's how you kind of keep your gold elo, or get out of silver and into gold. It's, I want to say simple, but it's not going to be simple for the people that have been struggling. But I hope this helps some way, shape, or form.